Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Stock back in the video today, and the Houston Rockets get a huge win against the Phoenix Suns and break their winning streak and beat the number one team in the Western Conference 122 to 121. What a game. This was a great game, guys. I'm so proud of the way the Rockets played tonight on so many levels, how they finished. They didn't give up. They were down 16. They were down 87 to 71 in the third quarter. They made a run. Jalen Green had a great third quarter, and the Rockets just truly played a great game as a team tonight in the fourth quarter and in the third. I am truly, what a performance. The Rockets outscored the Suns 36 to 25 in the fourth quarter. Now, there were some things at the end of the game in the final 2 minutes there that were not the good things that I saw, but, the Rockets, they fought, and ultimately, the way the Rockets played, they got the win tonight against a good team, and it's the first good team the Rockets have beat this year. They beat the Mavericks, but that was without Luka. They beat the Magic. They beat who else did they beat? Well, they beat the Jazz. But this was like one of the really first games the Rockets have won this year that they fought for it. They fought in the Hawks game. That I'll give them that. They went at it in the Hawks game. That one they went at it, but this one they came back. Well, the Hawks game they came back from too. So this game and the Hawks game, they both played great games in both of those games. But I don't know. This one just feels way different as for the Rockets. But let's get into the stats. Jabari Smith had 17, 6 and 6, hit 3 for 5 for 3. And, I loved how Jabari, it really wasn't one in the fourth quarter. He took like one shot in the fourth, but before the fourth, he was being aggressive. He was taking a lot of shots, so it was good to see from Jabari. But Jabari had himself a good night. He got a lot of clutch rebounds, played some good defense with a block and a steal, and had 17. Şengün had 13, had a good first half, scored 13 points in the first half, and scored 0 the rest of the game. Only played 24 minutes tonight due to Bruno Fernando's impact in the fourth quarter, which we'll get to in just a second. But a good first half from Şengün. Only had 4 rebounds tonight, 2 steals and 1 block, though. So, good, decent performance from Şengün. Gordon had 10. Gordon did not have the best shooting night, but when the Rockets game was at 115 to 113, Gordon hit a clutch 3 to get the Rockets a 5-point lead, so that was good from Gordon. KPJ, he didn't take a lot of shots tonight, but he had 15 points, took 8 shots, made 8 free throws out of 9. So 8 of KPJ's 15 points came from the free throw line, hit a 3 as well. He was all right. He had 7 assists, though, and 6 rebounds. Now I want to go back to the game. I love how the Rockets fought and made runs. We're going to get to Bruno Fernando in just a second here. The Rockets made runs in the fourth quarter. The Rockets were down 12, and the Rockets went on a 14-2 run where the Rockets were down. They were down 12. I don't remember what the score was, but I know what the score was when the Rockets ended the run. The Rockets would ultimately end up getting a 12-2 run, and they would go into a timeout on a 12-2 run. Then they would tie it and make it a 14-2 run and tie the game after being down 12, they played great defense in that span of time. And that was a span of like 4.5 minutes where the Suns only scored 2 points, and the Rockets played good, fought back, tied it up. So I was very impressed with that. That's kind of stuff tonight. And now we're going to get into the player of the game, Jalen Green. He did a lot of great things tonight, like 20 points in the third quarter, took 16 free throws tonight, hit 2 threes. This is my favorite kind of stat to see. Went 8 for 24 in field goals. That's not a good number to see, but I like the numbers, 8 and 24. That means good luck. I think in the NBA that means good luck to have those numbers, 8 and 24. Ultimately, that's not a stat line you really want to see, 8 for 24. But I don't know. For me, that's good luck. When it comes to thinking about Kobe, But I always love seeing that 824 number, so that's why I had to bring that up. But Jalen had a good night tonight. He had 30, had 20 points in the third quarter. I thought that said he had 5 blocks. He had 5 turnovers. I was really confused there. So yeah, great night from Jalen. Had his high in free throw attempts. Had probably the most points he'll score in a quarter this season with 20 in the third. So Jalen Green's third quarter and this guy Bruno Fernando's fourth quarter were great performances. And getting into Bruno Fernando only played 14 minutes, had a big impact in the fourth quarter as he scored 14 points in the fourth quarter. Or not in the fourth quarter. He had like 10 in the fourth quarter, had 4 in the rest of the game. So Bruno Fernando, what an impact in the fourth quarter. Also had 1 assist, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal. So great job by Fernando. And then Garuba only played 11 minutes, had 1 point. That was a free throw, of course. KJ had played 18 minutes, had 7. Tari Eason had 9. Garrison Matthews, I know he only had 3 points, but hit a big shot in this game. Hit a 3-pointer. It took only 1 shot, though, and this was his 3. Garrison Matthews hit a 3. Rockets and the Suns were tied up at 110. They gave the ball to Garrison. He did not disappoint. He shot the ball, made it. Rockets took the lead 113-110. Then the Suns would ultimately score 2. Then KPJ would get fouled and shoot free throws, and it'd be 115-112. And then what happened next? I think then is that where Gordon hits the 3? No. The Suns make a free throw, then Gordon hits the big 3. So, yeah, the Rockets, so many good things they did tonight. Let's get into the Sun. Oh, Deshaun Nix also had 3 points tonight with a layup and an and one. He had an and one. Deshaun Nix had an all right game. He was moving the ball around, had a steal. He was made a true point guard tonight. I like that. He had no turnovers tonight. That's something I like to see. His turnovers have been high, and I'm glad Deshaun Nix was not turning the ball over a lot. And I want to get to the sequence where the Rockets, the final play of the game. I was talking about how there were some things I didn't like, and I'll get to those 2 things right now. Number 1, I did not like how the Rockets had a 121-115 lead and how quick they let the Suns back in the game. With 1:30 to go, I believe, Booker in about 30 seconds, maybe 35 seconds, the Rockets let the Suns, Booker hit a 3, then Cameron Payne tie it, and then it's tied at 121. I'm not going to complain because the Rockets won, but that kind of stuff like stopping the offense, the other team when you have momentum and you're trying to win a ball game, you got to fight for games like that. So, yeah, and then the other thing is how many chances the Rockets gave the Suns on the last play. You see Booker get the ball in the inbound with like 15 seconds, gives it to Campaign. He misses a 3 in the corner. Suns get the offensive rebound. Booker takes a 3. He misses it. The Suns take a layup and miss the layup. Then they get the rebound, but KPJ throws it back to the Suns. And then Booker gets a shot, which would have been good if he made it. Then he misses it. They gave the Suns about 4 or 5 attempts there in the last play to try to win the game. That they had to get the ball. Rockets had to get a rebound there. They couldn't get a rebound 4 different times. But that was one of my big complaints there. But whatever. The Rockets won. I got to be grateful for the win. So for the Sun scores, Sarge had 3, 22 for Bridges. He had a good night. 8 for DeAndre Ayton, 20 for Campaign, and another... I didn't think only Devin Booker, 41 after scoring 51 on Wednesday. Only true talents can do that. I was talking about in the pregame. I didn't say Devin Booker was gonna have a bad game, but I said, I think he might be a little rusty after scoring 51 in 3 quarters. Like, it's not like this man scored it in a full basketball game. He scored 51 in 3 quarters. Like, I was thinking to myself, like, I think because how bad the Rockets play against good players defensively, I was thinking maybe he'll get in the low 30, something like that tonight, and he dominated. That Booker was a problem for the Rockets tonight. 4 threes, took 10 free throws. Rockets got to do better guarding players like that. And then going off the bench, Damian Lee had 10, Shaman had 5, 8 for Wainwright, and 4 for Bismack Biyombo. So what a win for the Rockets tonight, man. They played a great game. I'm very impressed. And we go on to Golden State tomorrow, which, you know what? I'm not going to say anything, but I think the Rockets, they got a chance to win back-to-back games. I know that's not something you think the Rockets would beat Golden State, but the Warriors on a back-to-back, and on all the Warriors back-to-backs this season, they have rested Steph, Clay, and Draymond. So the Rockets got a chance to maybe beat the Warriors if Steph, Draymond, and Clay are not playing tomorrow. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the game tonight, and peace out. Go Rockets. What a win.